Bitches be respected, bro. Niggas get neglected.
Outside, niggas.
Bitches be grabbing me, all time niggas be calling like bullets and doing If I bitches come from a distance, cause bitches ain't done just give me love. A lot of shit underrated, really like really don't put us they talk about. Can't find nobody else better than talk about cool it out, let bitches fuck it out. I run that trick, I let work it out. Stay face, bad bitch, made hoe. And one of that bitches to lay, check on my ass, and that mean no fuck, bitches ain't no me for. Bingo, check, made no 10. Bitches pussy girl crank. Set it off, don't play with it, love a brick when it come to my brain. Hold on. Whether they like me or not, or whether they look at it or not, they say my name, a thrifty child. What is the mission or matter with hoes? They live in a game. They'll drink what he said, know what's the same. Niggas really change, niggas for they show. These for their same. They ain't really got it, hoes really lame. Weigh by 125'5", no BBL. Hair down nails done, truck in the day. I'm the one pushing fast, no CDL. That you can't get me two or even one reasons why you wanna see me fail. Bandwagon got bitches riding on the hate train, don't seem be real.
On the hate train. Shout out to Brick Bands, man. Shout out to Brick Bands. That no video out right now on YouTube. Shout out to Stella Machiavelli.
I keep her on like PCP. Just like DPG. Dump that pussy number 23. Page of DDP. Got the game in the DDT. With the money T like TMT. My hustle can't be in on TMZ. Those who good ain't none of teeth. That food come stamped just like EBT. Can't trust these niggas, gotta watch these freaks. If they be poison, shout out PBD. Rep my city, shout out CLE. The streets is dangerous, keep that heat on me. I point and guard and check my PPG. Then burn a nigga like a DVD. Paint a nigga face like ICP. I body you before you body me. I'm usually chillin' with a PYT. Good brain, head on Ivy League. Black bitches say I'm all they need. White bitches want my BBC. All these bitches tryna cover G. Fuck a good, she say you stuck with me. Stanley Mac a million HOT. Flow Fahrenheit 100. Got hurricane, the plug be flooding me. Gotta keep a lot of blood like Kenny G. Human saxophone, how she be treating me. I'm the bomb walking TNT. That Snowy step, don't call it happy feet. I'm pimpin' should've been with Peterson. No, these niggas cannot fuck with me. No, these niggas cannot fuck with me. No, these niggas cannot fuck with me. Cause all the Barbies wanna fuck with me, yeah. No, these niggas cannot fuck with me. No, these niggas cannot fuck with me. No, these niggas cannot fuck with me. Cause all the Barbies wanna fuck with me, yeah. No, these niggas cannot fuck with me. No, these niggas cannot fuck with me. Yeah. No, these niggas cannot fuck with me. Yeah. Cause all the Barbies wanna fuck with me.
Yo, already know what it is, man. Podcast ain't Saturday, man. Stella Machiavelli. No official video is out right now on YouTube. We gonna tag him in this video. Listen, all y'all artists in the cut that's watching this shit, y'all want us to play your songs to get it to the show. I'm gonna keep telling y'all, hit us up in the DM. Hit us up in the DM. Give us the link in the DM. Hit us up in the DM. In the post podcast. Hit us up in the DM, dog. NdAPostPodcast. Hit us up, man. On all platforms.
Shit on everything.
Please. We trying y'all up. We trying to help y'all out here. You hear me? On G's. Yes.
2011, I did that time.
Yes.
2016, called another crime.
Yes.
Took out for some shit that wasn't even mine. If I ain't real, what the fuck am I? Paperwork straight, gon' check every line. Order beef, nigga, you can die. Potato on a barrel, that's a side of fries. Make them an angel like Anaheim. Please do not fuck with my dollar sign. Drinking get squeezed like it's lemon lime. Bitches on me, come my swag sublime. I'm in your bitch cause she think I'm fine. Keep her on the knees like she at a shrine. I know she a freak cause I know that kind. I want that pussy pounding like a man of bind. No, these niggas cannot fuck with me.
No,
these niggas cannot fuck with me.
No,
these niggas cannot fuck with me.
No.
Cause all the Barbies wanna fuck with me.
Yeah.
No, these niggas cannot fuck with me.
No,
these niggas cannot fuck with me.
No.
These niggas cannot fuck with me.
Yeah.
Cause all the Barbies wanna fuck with me. Yeah. These niggas cannot fuck with me.
No,
these niggas cannot fuck with me.
No,
these niggas cannot fuck with me. Cause all the Barbies wanna fuck with me.
Yeah.
No, these niggas cannot fuck with me.
No,
these niggas cannot fuck with me.
No,
these niggas cannot fuck with me.
No.
Cause all the Barbies wanna fuck with me.
No. You already know what it is, man. With the Post Podcast. Hold on, man. They tripping. Hold on real quick. Niggas tripping. That wasn't the song I wanted to play. Hold on, y'all. These niggas tweaking. Hold on, y'all. On the game. Hold on. Niggas got me fucked up. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro.
And trying to relist your playlist?
Yeah, they trying to play me, bro. I ain't on that. I ain't on that shit. Hold on, let me turn this shit up a notch. Let me just let niggas know what type of vibe we on. This is what type of vibe we on, nigga. I'm just letting niggas know what type of vibe we on today, nigga. Just let y'all niggas know what type of vibe we on today, nigga. For sure. For sure. Shout out to the brand, nigga. Yeah. Do you know, like, for real, man, you know the post right now, you know, with us out here. For sure. Yes, sir.
Come on, come correct then. When you turn around, bitch, I'm on the back end. Thought I wouldn't make this for a baby, I'm a champion. Never think that I knew I was beating like a cushion in my mind. I was thinking I'ma go and set it off, but I gotta stand tall, man. Fuck the fake war. Baby, I'm a diamond worth more than you penny. Cause it's a many, I don't care how many times that I say it. Mine's taking it, baby, I'm fast as fall. And you can't take a bad bitch off the throne. Do you know who?
Yes, sir.
Do you know who? Come on, come correct then. When you turn around, bitch, I'm on the back end. Do you know who? Do you know who? Come on, come correct then. When you turn around, bitch, I'm on the back end. Bitch, I'm hot, you know I got the sauce. You know I got the drip, man. Fuck with the cost. Don't fuck with me, baby, know that is your loss. Cause I am the boss and I be calling the shots. Everything nice, I had to watch, I'm stirring the plot. Pull up to your nigga spot, watch you big for the top. Yeah, I'm the brain, that be going insane. That ain't my baby, but he know how to stay in his lane. Do you know who? Do you know who? Come on, come correct then. When you turn around, bitch, I'm on the back end. Do you know who? Do you know who? Come on, come correct then. When you turn around, bitch, I'm on the back end.
On the back end, nigga. Toot the bread. Toot the bread, man. Shout out to Toot the bread, Style Machiavelli.
Cleveland
3 bands.
got some of the hottest undiscovered niggas y'all ever heard.
Most definitely. But like I said before, man, while we play the songs, I'm going to tell y'all again, please. Hit us up in the post DMs. Hit us up in the DMs. Shoot us the links. You know what I'm saying? In the post podcast, bro. Just shoot us the links, my G. Like, just shoot it to us. Just fuck with it. You feel me? We outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my boy Smirky always say, they scared to come outside. You know what I'm saying? No pellicoat. It's 90 degrees outside. You feel me? All right, another day, another dollar. You already know what it is. Another Saturday in the post podcast. Your boy Chase dropped the Bayless. Over here, my boy Hollywood Shop.
Return to Notre Dame.
Hey, man, listen, man. And one thing, show two things, sir. My boy Hollywood Shop ain't gonna ask for no buyout, nigga. What you talking about? Shit. So, how was your week, Pip? Talk to me.
You know, I ended up the end of the school year with kids. You know what I'm saying? We had field day on Thursday. Went out, go get something to eat at the Wood Room. Spent a little time with the family. But trying to get back on our A game. You know what I'm saying? It's been a little.
I mean, but before we even get started, man, I just want to address these things. First things first, you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody who know me know how important Big T was to me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up and down. And that kind of just took me for a little tailspin for a little minute. I ain't gonna hold you. Last week, I told Dad I didn't want to do the show at all. You feel me? He was like, come on, Pep. Ooh. I'm just like, nah, bro, I'm kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? So we took the week off, but we back at it again. A lot of shit that happened over this past week and a half. We had the home going for Big T last Sunday. It was a nice event. We was up there at Padonia Park, up there in the cut, the heights and shit. You know what I'm saying? Pep came through. Shout out to all the guys who was in the building. You know what I'm saying? still my prayers and condolences will go out to, you know what I'm saying, my boy T. Flint.
Yeah.
Should all the family, everybody who, you know what I'm saying, who's affected by this heavy loss. You know what I'm saying? A shout out to everybody who hit me up, giving me, you know what I'm saying, like words of encouragement, this here good vibes. And shout out to some of y'all who don't know what the fuck be going on and y'all still want sports take. Shout out to y'all goofy ass niggas too. Okay. So with that being said, because you know I'll be ducking no type of smoke. I don't duck no smoke.
So I think I already know we started that. Let's go ahead.
Let me get this in, but come on time. Because my nigga, I don't duck no smoke. I just want niggas to understand, like, it's cool to at me on social media. I'm going through some shit. I ain't say shit. Because I had shit going on. But, I got time today. Of course, I got time today.
As far as the ad, hey man, why they don't be adding me, man?
Because, man, niggas know I'm going to turn up, man. You may not, they don't know if you're going to reply or not. Because, you know what I'm saying, you be having a situation, you be having shit going on. They don't know if you're going to reply. See, but the funny thing is, these niggas should know I ain't going to reply either. Quiet as kept, you feel me? Like, I ain't going to fake. But, yeah, let me just get a couple more of these shares off. Shout out to everybody who shared, post, comment.
Tell a friend.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all. Y'all keep doing y'all. You feel me? Like, straight up and down, y'all keep doing y'all. And it's a shameless plug. June 25th. I will not miss this blunt and brunch situation. I will not miss this shit.
I'm gonna try to make that up.
I will not miss this shit. I'm telling you, I will not miss this shit. I'm about to get my ticket next week when I get paid. You got me fucked up. I'm not missing this shit. We're in the building. Shout out to Ice the Road.
And a little backstory.
Shout out to the homies.
This is one of those things that we was
shout out to Miss Pooh 2 times.
Before they started, they reached out to us that like we do this. We know that y'all will be involved in this type of shit.
Yeah, but they kept rescheduling the shit and all that. It was just a lot going on. They were trying to do that shit for the All-Star Weekend. That's when they were trying to do that shit. That was like 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for the All-Star Weekend when we first got hit because y'all, you know what I'm saying, you and your wife and shit. I ain't about to be with the loved one shit. Shout out to Tyler shit. I ain't with the loved one shit. But anyway, you feel me? You hit me up to the little stoner and shit. Shout out to Stoney, shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying? You got me hip to that shit, and I'm just like, whoa, what's going on with that? So we pulled up to an event. You know what I'm saying? That shit was vibey. Shout out to my nigga Steve, you know what I'm saying? Free Steve and shit. He was in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like it was popping. So I just had to hit y'all with that shameless plug, real talk. NdAPostPodcast is in the building. We will be in the building. More than y'all will probably end up liking. We're just going to start beating y'all over the heads with this shit.
Oh, and one more thing. Another shameless plug. We look in the post. I got your chicken sandwich if you want to go to the crispy chicken and eat that flaming chicken sandwich, nigga.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be on Facebook. The challenge was over. The challenge is over, nigga. The challenge was over the 31st. The challenge is over. You can't just pull up in that bitch, eat the spicy chicken, and if you eat it, they also give you a $50 gift card now. But that shit over now. But shout out to the crispy chick right there on 55th and Willard. Y'all pull up over there too. You feel me straight up and down. You already know what it is. Shout out to EDA. Shout out to Ray Sharp. We on the move and shit. I told y'all it will happen on the 3rd, but me and Pip chopped it up a little bit. Cooler heads prevail. We'll holler at y'all after the finals. I'm telling you, my nigga's not about to be bought out. His contract, he do not want to get bought out. Hollywood Sharp do not want to get bought out. He's staying here with NdAPost. He's rocking. That's why he told me to drop the betas. The beta's been dropped. We've been good ever since. Nigga, fuck these niggas talking about. all right, here we go. All right, straight up. Now, Pip, just ask me the question and I'll just answer it.
So, I mean, I since you in the mood to address the, you know what I'm saying,
I guess the elephant in the room?
The elephant in the room.
Okay, talk to me.
Now, I'm going to say this. I'm only going to do this because my man wasn't in the mood to deal with none of this. And we don't talk about niggas who fishing, but what's up with this LeBron James? I mean, they've been shot after shot. All this that I can't really get access to the page like I want to. But the things I see, LeBron comment this, he did this, he couldn't do this, what about that? You know we don't talk about shit, niggas who fishing, but this is a big fish.
Listen, man. Arguably, LeBron James is the second best player in NBA history. Okay? You can say better. You can say Jordan better. You can say Bird better. You can say Magic. You can say a lot of people are better than LeBron. That's in your opinion. I'm not trying to say that it's facts. That's just your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, right? Now, yeah, the Lakers got swept by the Nuggets. Nuggets are in the finals. We're going to be talking about that real quick. We're not going to be wasting too much time on this LeBron shit. Right. But I will tell you this right now. LeBron James played with a foot injury. That's not no excuse. He went out there, he played. He had a 40-point assist away from a triple-double in a game 4. He's damn near 40. Jordan ain't do that. Kobe ain't do that. Bird ain't do that. Magic Johnson ain't do that. And Vince Carter, he played close to 40. He ain't do that. Paul Pierce played close to 40. He ain't do that. Kevin Garnett played close to 40. He ain't do that. Okay? Just leave it alone. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to say nothing else. I don't want to say nothing else. LeBron ain't retiring. Nigga, he's still in the league. He's going to play for another year. He's going to hold up his contract. LeBron James is not getting bought out of his contract, nigga. All right? So you niggas could just shut the fuck up. Niggas ain't get bought out their contracts, nigga. Okay? Straight up. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And as far as DJ is concerned, we're going to address you soon, bro. Matter of fact, the way shit going right now, we may not ever address this, nigga. We may not ever address this. I'm going to be honest. I may not ever address this with you, dude. May not ever address it. And it's fine. It's great. Because I'm not replying to no dumbass Instagram shit what I look like right now. Paragraph on Facebook, Instagram, anything.
Yeah, that's for soliloquy.
Like, nigga, what? Y'all niggas sound dumb. Nigga, I ain't even want to talk about voice for no 30, 40 minutes. What? That sounds stupid. All right. So, that's out the way. Boom. Now, let's get to it. The niggas almost ain't making that motherfucker. Miami, last show we did, I think the last show we did, Miami was up 3-0.
3-0.
On Boston. I think it was up 3-0 last show we did.
And it just got bad.
It got bad, but it didn't get ugly because they got out of that shit.
Yeah, it got bad. It didn't get ugly.
It got a little bad, but shout out to Boston. They ain't ready. Y'all got to figure that shit out. Do I think they should break them two niggas up?
I don't really think that this shouldn't be on them.
But how many years is it not gonna be on them? They've been to the Eastern Conference Finals 5 out of the last 7 times, bro. They've been to the Eastern Conference Finals quite a few times with those 2 players. Pretty much the whole core of the players. Pretty much. Yeah, Al Horford was on that team 2018. Hell yeah, it's the same team.
But the coach.
They had like 4 different coaches, though.
Right. And this last
not really 4 different coaches, no, 3. Because Joe Mazzulla is the new one that they had, and Udoka, whatever, that they had Brad Stevens.
Right.
Okay.
So, Brad Stevens gave them some type of cohesiveness. But Udoka gave them something different. You see, it progressively, it was iffy. Like, it was not iffy. They was good. You knew they was going to make it to the motherfucking playoffs. You knew that they was going to make it to the playoffs.
Second seed in the East.
But look, what I'm saying is that over the Udoka time, you see that they was gelling more as a team. They was doing more as a team.
They played better defense. Yeah. I'll say that. That's what they did. They played way better defense. And all this just we will get them next time mentality that they was on all season. I ain't really feel that. Like on the strip, not to knock my niggas, but I don't think the Cavs are supposed to beat Boston 3 times this year. What? I mean, no disrespect to Donovan Mitchell and all them niggas. No disrespect to them niggas, but bruh. This team been to the Eastern Conference Finals 4 times at that point. That's before this season. This season will be the 5th time. They was in the Eastern Conference Finals the 5th time in 7 years.
And then we get rid of their coach.
Just the way they did it. It ain't about them getting rid of the coach.
The way they did it, it left a whole bunch of. They told the players not to comment on it. Whatever your fuse is. You keep this shit to yourself.
That shit unnecessary.
I'm saying
To me, that shit is so unnecessary. The whole little situation is unnecessary. I don't want to hold on to that shit because I really do not like Boston. I do not like you fans. Some of y'all Boston fans, you know what I'm saying, me growing up, there's a few females I went to Central with that was Boston fans. It was kind of cute in Central days. That was about 10, 15 years ago. No disrespect to my girl. But I'm just saying, like, I don't fuck around with that Boston shit. You feel me? You need to hold that. Y'all keep that shit. I don't fuck with the Red Sox. I already fuck with the motherfucking Celtics. What else Boston? Definitely don't fuck with the Patriots. What the fuck? Fuck Boston, nigga. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? For real, niggas want the truth about Boston. Fuck them niggas. But at the end of the day, just to make a long story short about this Boston shit, I just don't think they're going to have enough money to keep the two niggas together.
Yeah. Now, that should be, that'd be, if I had to make that decision.
That's crazy.
Because the coaching.
Yeah, keep talking.
Because the coaching affected more of their season this year.
Okay.
And they coach had them on a defensive minded, you know what I'm saying, game plan.
Okay.
Now you got a new dude who really ain't qualified to be there. He's just there.
Yeah.
And you're going against Jimmy Butler. Jimmy in the playoffs is a whole different type of person to defend. If your team not dedicated to be on defense, he's going to eat that shit up.
Okay.
And he did.
Okay. But a team can't allocate over $600 million to only 2 players. That's baseball shit. That's baseball type shit. For real, like, Jaylen Brown is eligible for 5 years, $295 million. Jason Tatum is eligible for 5 years, $310 million.
Oh no.
What? So I don't know.
Al Horford gonna play for $40.
I mean, at this point, might as well. What the fuck? That's how you playing? The fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Shit. Marcus Smart nigga be playing for $40. The fuck?
That's right.
Shit. Talk about $40, nigga. The fuck? Only nigga who really showed up in that series to me was Derek White. Other than that, the whole team. Throw the whole team away. No, you can't. But let's get to these finals, bro. Let's get to these finals, man. Nah, Denver, they here. They won the first game. But this is what I want to ask you before we get to the shit. So, before the finals started, I barely watched this in ESPN shit. I barely go watch it Undisputed, not like I usually do this year because I try to be more focused on my own shit. I don't want to convolute my feelings with other people's shit, so I haven't been watching that shit a lot. But it's certain shit that comes through my Instagram feed that I really have to look into. A couple of days ago, before the finals started on Thursday, right? On my Instagram feed, Jason Williams, shout out to Jason Williams, you know what I'm saying? Like the Duke car from Duke, got into the, you know what I'm saying, motorcycle accident and shit for really fucked up his whole career shit. He's on ESPN talking about Jimmy Butler is harder. Like, no. He didn't say that. Eric Gordon said that Jimmy Butler is harder to guard than Kevin Durant and LeBron James. Mm-hmm. Eric Gordon doesn't deserve to win no ring talking like that. I don't give a fuck. I know. And
even if it is the truth, he wasn't supposed to say nothing.
That ain't the truth. Man, come on, man. That's not the truth. Is that the truth, though?
Look, you gotta look at it like this.
Come on, man.
Okay, realistically, your threat with Kevin Durant is just him on the perimeter. He might bake you, but he not really going to the rack all that. He not blowing past. Not Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon got a little hop, so he might try to block that layup or that dunk. Trying to defend him, he might, but he gonna cook his ass on the
He not doing that. But Aaron Gordon.
This is what I'm saying. He's still going against Kevin Durant. He's not gonna stop him from getting no points.
Right.
He's gonna slow the pace of points he getting. That's all he really got. He doing with them niggas. But it's certain things like LeBron. You get to putting a little contact on him. He'll start shooting jumpers.
That's all well and good.
When you got a plan, when you can come with some plan to slow it, versus a nigga you don't know what the fuck Jimmy gonna do.
Yup.
That's good. That's well and good. But if Aaron Gordon is a part of a fucking double team both times against both players in series, I don't want to hear shit about niggas tougher to guard. You're double teaming Kevin Durant. You're double teaming LeBron fucking James. LeBron James still hit 40 in your head. Kevin Durant only had like probably one bad game. 2 bad games in that playoff series. The problem wasn't Kevin Durant with the Suns. That wasn't the problem. Devin Booker wasn't the problem. Aiden and the bench was the problem for that.
Yes,
That was the problem with the Suns. As far as the Lakers,
the shit out of
and as far as the Lakers, right? It's gonna go into this. It's gonna go into this Miami and Denver series to me, is because you didn't get consistent play from the guards or your top gun for real. Fuck all this LeBron James being the top gun shit. He in year 21 going into year 21. How many more years is he gonna play? He's not playing until year 30. Like, come on, bro. He's not in his prime. Come on, bro. That's just like when you're paired up. Let me see. Let me think about this. Let me think. So, when you pair up all those old niggas with Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah, you get the ball, we'll give it to you.
No, but LeBron is a little bit better than Carmelo at that stage. He's way better than Carmelo at that stage. You feel me? Because that's kind of both. That's kind of where LeBron is. What stage he's in, low key. What stage he's supposed to be in. Now, if he's playing like that, not playing like that, I mean, whatever. It don't matter. But the stage he's supposed to be in. You feel me? There's 21 years consistently in the league. He's supposed to be Carmelo on them what? What was that? Where they lost? That was the 04 Lakers that lost to the Pistons. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's more of that version of himself than he is LeBron James 2018.
I would say he should be Jamal Howard, Miami Heat stage.
But even with all that being said, right? Eric, like the guard play for the Heat will look better in game 2 than it looked good they really had flat legs. That's all I see. Flat legs. Flat-footed. A lot of the shots were flat-footed from Duncan Robinson and Max Strus. If both of those niggas hit anywhere from 2 to 3 3-pointers apiece, they both shot about 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah.
If both of them niggas hit 3 apiece, Miami still game 1. Jokic had a triple-double. Murray doing what he doing. But the guard play from Miami is way better than probably anything that the Denver Nuggets have seen throughout this whole playoffs. As far as the 1 and the 2, the guard play is a little bit higher up over there in Miami. D'Angelo Russell ain't do shit. Right? You got Austin Reeves, and then you had Shooter here and there. You had Austin Reeves was the most consistent guard in that series. He was the most consistent guard. And then you got Dennis Schroeder showing up here and there. But that was the most consistent guard in that series. Go to the next series, right? The only consistent guard in that Suns series was Devin Booker. Other than that, who else was giving you points from the guard position with the Suns? Who else? Campaign? Campaign had one good game. It was done. They lost that game by like 20-30. He had like 30. They lost by 20-30. He had 30. And then we can go back to their first round matchup against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Who the fuck was doing something from the guard position on the Timberwolves, bro? You can't even name me a nigga. You can't name me somebody. Who you talking about? The dude that punched motherfucker, he ain't even a guard. He a forward. That punched Rudy Gobert. What, Kyle Anderson? He ain't do shit. The nigga who was flaming him up was motherfucking Ant-Man. Was flaming him up.
Edwards.
Yeah, so why the fuck you ain't gonna say, you could have put Edwards in there too then. You should have said, damn, Jimmy Butler is harder. You should have put all them niggas' names in there. Why you ain't put Edwards' name in there too? Because he was cooking your goofy ass. And your ass gonna get cooked again, nigga. Aaron Gordon, man, boy, that boy good for dunking. Boy, you better chill out. Talking about Jimmy Butler is harder to guard than Kevin Durant and LeBron. That boy smoking dope.
Now, only person who showed up was Adebayo. He was the only one.
Don't say that. Jimmy had what, 19, 7 and 7?
He's 13.
He was 13.
7 and 7.
What was his shooting percentage? 4 for what, 20?
I think it was like 4 for 16.
Yeah, it's close. You can run that to 20. He's trying. Jimmy Butler is a streaky shooter. He's been a streaky shooter his whole fucking career.
Yeah.
So you can't give me that. Jimmy Butler is playing totally different than he was in Minnesota, in Philly, in Chicago. He's a whole different player. He has different responsibilities. So with him trying to look for teammates and shit like that, I don't knock Jimmy Butler for doing that. I would never knock him for doing that. Because that elevated his game. That's the main reason why Jimmy Butler is out of the past 4 years, he's been in the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times, won finals, lost to LeBron. I don't think he's going to lose to Jokic. I'm rolling with the Heat on this one. I'm rolling with the Heat at 6. Straight up. The Heat at 6 straight up. I ain't rolling with it. I don't think Joker's going to do it. I don't think they're going to do it. They ain't going to do it.
I don't know.
I don't think they're going to do it, man.
Yeah, he the 6 sound calm.
I don't think they're going to do it, bro. I'm sorry. I see Jokic. The Joker just stopped giving a fuck about the MVP, put his head down like a ball in this season. I give him the utmost respect. I believe in the Miami Heat and they bench way more than I believe in Denver when the pressure is on. The pressure has not really been on for Denver this whole entire playoffs, to be honest with you.
Can I pause this? We're going to rewind all the way back to the beginning of the year. We was talking. These two teams kept coming up. Because I was kept saying, like, they
What about Denver?
yeah, they've been in the lead all year.
Excuse me.
But people were saying that was going to change.
So that was around, but you talking about around the All-Star break when niggas was doing all these trades and shit. Because, because people didn't believe in Denver. Nobody really believes in Denver like that. I still really don't. Like, they haven't done anything in their playoff run to make me really believe. Like, you did what you had to do. The Lakers was 2-10 in like the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And
Nigga, we niggas a couple of weeks before the motherfucking All-Star break, before the trade deadline, I'm telling you, nigga, we probably gonna stop talking about these niggas in a minute. They don't switch this shit up.
Yeah, nobody likes a
and
casual
then,
winner.
like, even when I was like putting my stereo, I want the
76ers.
the 76ers to win, just as long as they don't run into Boston at the beginning of the year. And you was like, well, Miami, and I was like, man, whatever. But you was like, Miami, you mess around.
It
And
was always though.
Miami can always slip one of these niggas. So, like the same way I was about
Miami
Jokic.
Miami slipped.
Everybody.
Two of these niggas. No. They
They
slipped.
the AC.
They slipped 2 of the top 4 teams. They shot, 2 of them, legit. 2 of the top 4 teams in the conference. They took them out the playoffs. The Lakers was never a top team in the West. The Suns is not a top team in the West. Who was the other top team in the West this year? I can make an argument that it ain't none.
Yeah, because
So when it comes down to it,
the Warriors wasn't what they was.
Then Memphis, we're gonna talk about Memphis in a minute. But if the bullshit ain't happened with Ja, I think Memphis. This could have been the year Memphis could have fucked around and got to the finals.
It's all Ja's fault.
No, I'm not blaming Ja. Like, don't blame Ja. Don't do that. Let's not do that. But I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, I'm just saying, like, that whole situation is the only thing to me that derailed Memphis, because it's like when you're looking at all these teams, the Lakers just threw some shit together, just like 2018 Cavs threw some shit together. They threw some shit together after the finals with that shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, when they made them trades, talking about Rodney Hood and Jordan Clarkson, shout out to JC, all these niggas, we like, man, what the fuck? We ain't gonna win no championship. I didn't even think they was gonna get to no championship. They got beat by 40 on TV by the fucking Thunder when motherfucking Melo was playing for the Thunder. What? That team was garbage. That Thunder team was one of the garbagest teams that Russell Westbrook played on that year. They barely was giving Melo the ball. That shit was cheesy. But them niggas came in the Quicken Loans Arena, nigga, and beat them niggas by 40 that season. I'm like, oh, these Cavs trash. They ain't winning no championship. I kept coming over here over and over and over before we was really where we was at. I kept telling you over and over and over. Cavs ain't winning no championship, nigga. And eventually they didn't. But I didn't even think they was going to get to that motherfucker, let alone win the bitch. By me saying they ain't going to win it, that means they ain't even going to get to that motherfucker.
Would have been 1-5.
So,
But Miami, they about to win that bitch. I ain't about to win.
And
They need to play Kevin Love a little bit more though. I need Kevin Love out there.
Yeah, they need Kevin Love a little more.
I need Kevin Love out there. I need Kevin Love.
If Love come out and hit for a good 20,
But Kevin Love, all really Kevin Love got to do is hit them for a nice little 12 to 15, maybe 2-3 threes. He can get Aaron Gordon off the shit. Aaron Gordon can't really fuck with that nigga K Love on the perimeter.
No, okay.
So,
And I'm pretty sure Love will be able to get it past him. So,
he is a little.
I'm talking about passing. I ain't worried about him.
he can pass the ball.
Yeah, he can pass the ball. I'm not talking about.
Yeah, he's talking about passing, but all that nigga gonna do is, I mean, that's what I'm saying. He gonna one dribble, hand fake, he gonna hand fake.
Nobody to the rack.
He type of shit gonna hand fake, Aaron Gordon in the air, one dribble.
I can believe that.
Like that's what I need. But that's what I need. But that's what I need from Kevin Love. That's what I need from Kevin Love.
But the way they got old boy looking like a cup in the ball. Adebayo, the way the give and go and the pick, they is playing him. He running back and forth to the perimeter and the rim.
We need support. That's what I'm saying. We need the big man out there. They already got the big man. I don't know.
Because Adebayo,
Giannis has him. You got 6 fouls, nigga. This your last season. You might as well go out with a bang. You got 6
Adebayo
fouls.
is the only person who is going to stop Jokic.
You got 6 fouls, bro. That'll be his 4th ring. You know what I'm saying?
You right too.
Adebayo
Yeah, he
is
been
the
there a
person
minute.
they got.
Yeah, that'll be his 4th ring. Because he got the first one with him 06.
Yeah,
That'll be his 4th ring. Hey, but for real though, Giannis has him, man. You got 6 fouls, nigga. You got 6 fouls, man. That's all I'm gonna say. You got 6 fouls, nigga. You know what it is. Just don't do no crazy, no flagrant shit, cause you know, as soon as you get crazy, they gonna try to boot you out the game. They gonna try to fuck up our motherfucking strategy. But you know what it is, nigga. But get you a ring, boy.
Now, and with this, even if Miami do win, around the same time, we started talking about all these players. These are the people that's fighting for. Like, we was calling playoff Jimmy around the time when I was like, Jokic is between Jokic and B, who the best center is. And I was like, shit, even if this nigga is only one speed, this nigga's taking the rock up the court.
I mean, the one thing I can say about Jokic this season is that Jokic is a top 5 player in the league right now. And I gotta give him credit. He's a top 5 player in the league.
So
and I'm just leaving it with that.
Where's Jimmy?
To be honest, I think if Jimmy do get this ring, it'll solidify Jimmy as a self-made superstar. He'll really be a self-made superstar.
Yeah, he will.
He really created all that hype on his own. He did all that shit by himself.
By himself.
You know what I'm saying?
He got with whoever was willing to help.
But again, like, you know what I'm saying? He gonna credit his teammates. I credit his teammates. Certain teammates he had, certain people that probably put tutelage into his mental and shit. But when it's all said and done, he's gonna be one of the most. He's gonna really be the only he's gonna be a self-made superstar. He's a superstar. That's who Jimmy Butler is. He's a superstar. He's top 10 in the league, but he's gonna be closer to the bottom than the top 5 to me. Jimmy Butler is not in the top 5 right now. He's just not there. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, he's not there. And game 1, you can see that he's not there. Like, Jimmy Butler can blow up and go off, but the consistency of him doing that is the reason why somebody is not gonna put him in the top 5 or may not put him in the top 10. But I love Jimmy Butler.
And his work ethic,
But I love all of that about him. That's the only reason why we even talking about this man right now is because of all of that. If it wasn't for none of that shit, if it wasn't for the work ethic, if it wasn't for the determination, for him to just put it in his head like he go out and do something, and actually do it, we wouldn't even be talking about dude. You know how many players is #1 picks that don't got no mindset like that they didn't been gone in the league, we forgot them niggas' names.
But how long we been talking about Jimmy Butler?
Really since his second year.
They picked Tobias Harris over me?
I'm
That
sorry.
was malicious.
But listen, man. That nigga was playoff Jimmy with the Bulls, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's just keep it a bean.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the only time he ever really looked.
Real talk, there's only one other player in my lifetime that looks entirely better in the playoffs than in the regular season. To me, that'll probably be Rondo.
Yes. Yes.
Rondo and Jimmy Butler are the two players in my lifetime that when they get into the playoffs,
I can say.
I'm talking about since I've been grown. Like, I'm not really counting when I was like, you know what I'm saying, before 18 when I see Jordan and shit like that. I ain't really counting that. I mean, I should count it because I did physically see it, but the way how much I was invested in sports as a kid compared to now is just two different things. You know what I'm saying? It's like you kind of like I was watching shit, but I really wasn't understanding the game. You see what I'm saying? Like the older I got, I started to understand it. So now I got different respect for players that's kind of like in my era compared to the players that are probably a little bit out of my era there, when I was starting to learn the game.
I can agree with that on the strip that I watched a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And like it is with the younger generation of who they know, it was a lot of players who had that type of, but when it came boiled down, the greats that we call the greats, you forgot about all them other people.
Yeah. So Jimmy could be right out, like, even if he don't win the finals, Jimmy a superstar. I'm gonna leave it at that. So who you picking though? You already told me who you was picking. Who you picking though?
The Nuggets.
The Nuggets are what?
6. I get Jimmy 2 games.
Or the Nuggets is 6. So.
Oh, hold on. It might go 7 because Tyler Hero might come back game 3.
Yeah. So sleep. That ain't perfect. That's the coldest pure white boy in the game right now. That's the coldest. Like no. Like it's a toss up because I ain't gonna fake. Little Austin Reeves.
Can't ball.
Little Austin Reeves was saucy as fuck this year.
Yes,
that nigga Austin Reeves was some saucy shit. But for the past 2-3 years, Tyler Hero, that nigga cold. Like that white boy is cold, ice cold. Like that's what I was just saying. Like I'm trying to like back in the days when we was watching like Jay Will and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like even JJ Redick, he was cold on that 3. You feel me? But yeah, Tyler Hero come back. Hopefully, I mean Tyler Hero, they gotta be 1-1. They winning tomorrow. Heat winning tomorrow. So, I roll with the Heat tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Heat at 6. You already know what it is.
That's what 7.
Heat at 6, nigga.
Nuggets is 7.
Heat at 6, nigga. But if it's the Nuggets at 7, then that might work out. I mean, it ain't gonna be the Nuggets at 7. If we go 7, that just might work out for us though. If we go 7. If we go 7, it'll probably work out.
Because I'm thinking they're not gonna win this. They're not about to win this one here. And it's
so the Heat not about to win in Denver. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Okay.
Jokic didn't really get. He shot 5 shots in the first 3 quarters.
So this is what I'll tell you, Pip.
He got the rest of them points. He needed the rest of that toward the end of the game when they started to try to come back.
Let me tell you this, Pip. I feel you. I feel you on that. Jamal Bird was doing this thing to that game. I got you.
Right.
I got you.
So I could let him run off, and and for real, like consistency, he has been doing just that the whole year.
So with that being said, right, let's do this. Let's make a bet real quick. Right? And this is the bet. Whoever wins this finals, right? They gotta get their logo on the shirt with the NdAPost logo on it. And it depends on who wins. If the Heat win, you gotta wear the Nuggets. You gotta wear the Heat shirt.
This is what we're gonna do.
If the Nuggets win, I'm gonna have to wear the Nuggets.
This is what we're gonna do.
This will be interesting.
This is what we're gonna do. If the Nuggets win, I want to buy out your contract.
You got enough money, nigga? You got enough money, nigga? Shit, you got enough money to do that, nigga? Hey, listen, nigga. Hey, listen. You gotta have enough money to do that, nigga. Hey, listen, nigga. Fox Sports 1 got the bread. They're like, look, nigga, we gonna give you the bread, nigga. You feel me? Cause it's
No,
like,
I would never do that to my
bro,
nigga.
shit, bro. That's some real shit, though. We gonna have to come with something, though. We gonna have to come with Lil Wayne or something. Cause I do
You want to explain that to him?
Oh, but straight up though, just on the flip side, we is moving into a new spot. We're gonna be in a new spot, like probably like after the finals. So we thinking like kind of the end of June.
Yeah.
So we'll keep y'all posted on that. We'll keep y'all abreast. Artists, we will be hitting y'all up. It's time. Feel me? Yeah, but back to the regular scheduled program and shit. So you got the niggas at 7, I got the Heat at 7. We'll see how it goes.
Heat and 6.
Let me Heat at 6 really. Yeah, you right.
Yeah,
Good looking stats.
6.
Good looking stats.
6.
Good looking stats. I do got Heat at 6. But if it goes 7, I ain't tripping. You feel me? If it goes 7, I ain't tripping. But alright, let's get into the other shit. So I think game 1, that's when we heard the news that that Adam Silver said that he's not about to lay down a verdict or a punishment for John Morant until after the finals. We said they got way more evidence, and for what I'm hearing and for what I see for real, John Morant should be suspended like 35 games. But then, on the flip, I watched something before I came in here. Stephen A. Smith was on the Rich Heisman show, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he was talking about how in some NBA circles, they're fearful that if John Morant keep moving the way he moving, hanging with people he hanging with, he may not be alive in the next 5 years. I don't know if that's hyped up. I don't really know the severity of that comment, though. You feel me? But I'm going to say this. I'm thinking it's 35 games. How would you feel if they suspend that nigga for the whole entire season? How would that make you feel?
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad. Partly because it's they fucking rules. You know these rules. You just gonna do whatever you want to. How you expect them to keep control and they ain't gonna lay out no discipline. Discipline is going to happen. You know that they're going to do something. You have already been in the office for the same shit.
Yeah.
Bruh, this my shit. This our shit. You an employee, you can't come tell us how to run this shit. We listen to y'all suggestions, but when you fuck up, we the ones that they come to ask us questions about you. They all in our business about you. Bruh, you can't keep doing whatever the fuck you want to. And look at it from that point of view. This has happened. This, not exactly, but this has happened with Allen Iverson.
No.
Not to the extent of we just talking about. It's to the extent of that's this generation. That gun stuff is this generation stuff. The stuff Allen Iverson was doing was that generation stuff.
As far as what?
But
as far as what? That's what I'm saying. Because of who he hung with. Because he wore baggy clothes, bro. It's not the same shit. I guarantee guns was involved around then. But you ain't see the shit. It's social media that's blowing the shit up. It ain't really how these niggas move. I ain't gonna roll with that. But what I will say is this. This persona that John Morant just gonna run down on any motherfucker that got a problem with him and his people while he in the NBA is the narrative that needs to be killed. And this is how it seems. The real information I think the NBA got, they got information about that Foot Locker incident. They got information about the volleyball incident, the volleyball game incident, the motherfucking Pacers and the Pacers incident. You got niggas pointing beams at NBA players. And these are people you hanging with, like these niggas gang, or these niggas are part of whatever the fuck that young boy shit called, whatever, PTL, whatever the fuck they is, I don't know what the fuck, 4K Trey, whatever the fuck they is, whatever, I don't know. I'm not trying to disrespect these gang banging niggas, but I just don't know what it's called, nigga. My pronunciation is fucked up on certain shit. I don't know. You feel me? But again, he can't do that. You can't move like that. It's cool. You can have a gun. You can have a gun registered in your name. If you want to have the gun on you, it's your American right to do so. But you can't be you about to just run down on any nigga, bro. Allen Iverson wasn't playing that shit. He wasn't doing that shit. That's why he was so upset with gold so much, because they would blow the little shit up that he was doing, which wasn't that much. Come on, man. All Allen Iverson did was talk about a whole bunch of guns in a rap verse, nigga.
Yeah, but think about
that's the most that nigga did, bro.
Look what happened to the NBA just because of the fallout between him and his personal life. They ain't had nothing to do with it. They changed all type of rules. You come in here, this motherfucker with a suit on. You come in this bitch dressed up. Don't come in here in no jogging suit, no gold chains, no do-rags, none of that shit.
But a lot of these niggas from the hood, man, it ain't like it
But
ain't a lot of silver spoon motherfuckers in the NBA that's African American. You can't name me that many silver spoon African Americans that got to the NBA. And what's so crazy is Ja Morant, out of all the shit, is kind of one of the closest ones that you could say is like that.
Step dirty.
Yeah, his father was in the league. Okay. Like Klay Thompson. Players like that. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's players you could say like that. Austin Rivers. There's players that I could name that do have it. But, again, Ja Morant just need to just be cool, bro. Like, it really going to be 35 games. I don't think Adam Silver going to do the whole season. If he do, I will be a little upset. Because I feel like that just really ain't, I don't think that's going to fix his problem.
On the play devil's advocate on the flip side.
I don't think it's going to fix his problem.
How the fuck does this affect this job? Because these politicians taking Christmas card pictures with AK-47s, the whole family, little kids got them. But these is politicians. They can take them pictures, but this basketball player can't. Man, they got whole YouTube and IG and Facebook groups where you show they got people at the range shooting guns, big guns motherfuckers invented.
Yeah. I mean, all that's what it did. But like I just said before, I'm going to say it one more time when we don't get off this shit so we can get to a couple of things before the show, before we end the show shit. Ja Morant cannot be the player that's just going to run down on any nigga. He cannot be that. If that is what he's doing, that is what he's going to get suspended for. It's not because he had the guns on camera. That's why I want people to understand the reality of the situation. The guns on camera is the shock moment about what's really going on. You feel me? Because he's comfortable enough to do that because he's the top goon in the NBA, quote unquote. On the streets, he is street goon in the NBA. Niggas talk about niggas goons in the NBA because they a clothesline a motherfucker or hit a nigga with a hard foul. They was taught that in AAU ball. How's they hoodlum for that? But he's really wanting to be a goon, like, yeah, y'all got problems, we about to pull up, nigga, we about to shoot out, nigga, it's going down. What? You didn't work $300 million, bro. Chill out.
For real, chill out.
Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. You got a family to look at. You got kids and shit.
You disrespecting your parents who put all the work for you not to have to be like that. Not to have to live around there.
Not NdAPostPodcast fuck with you, John. Like straight up. NdAPostPodcast fuck with Ja Morant. We support Ja Morant. Stop the dumb shit, my G. You know what I'm saying? Stop the dumb shit. Speaking of some more dumb shit, hey, 6 Slim, we gonna get you on this show soon, bro. We move to a new spot. But I wanna let you know this as well. If DeAndre Hopkins does not come to Cleveland, you should not be ridiculed for it. You should not be crucified for it. You're just like any other fan, any other Cleveland fan. All our Cleveland fans, we're flawed as fans. I am one of them as well. I'm a flawed fan. Because at the end of the day, as soon as the big name gets brought up in any capacity of any sports, we just want it. It don't matter if it work out, don't work out. Look, OBJ, we want it. We need him. That shit ain't, come on now. We didn't really need OBJ. Y'all wanted OBJ. I don't think we really need DeAndre Hopkins. Y'all want DeAndre Hopkins. We're not a DeAndre Hopkins away from going to no Super Bowl, let alone winning enough AFC playoff games to get to the championship game. We got to win at least 2 to get to the AFC championship game, right? Come on, man. That defense needs to be on point. If y'all talking about y'all gonna trade Kareem Hunt and some bread, whatever, to steal Jalen Ramsey or something, then I may be eager for that.
Jalen Ramsey.
I'm not. Just an example. It's not that I wanted to happen. Listen, it's an example, or get like a Jalen. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to say that that's what I want to do.
Please
I'm just saying.
Find a way to do something without giving up Kareem Hunt.
Man, they're probably gonna lose Kareem Hunt anyway.
Man, this. See,
they're probably gonna lose him anyway. But see, the whole thing is, again, that's another example of what I'm saying. If Deshaun Watson becomes the quarterback that we want Deshaun Watson to be, do you really need Kareem Hunt? Let's think about it. You already got Nick Chubb, who's arguably premier top 5 running back in the game, right? Deshaun Watson, quarterback that runs the ball, right? Kareem Hunt already has shown in the past 2 years he wants a bigger role. He does not want to be just a specialty back. So why want to hold on to a player that don't want to be a specialty back? And what the Browns need probably at this point to upgrade their offense is some trustworthy receivers, the running back, and a specialty back that can throw off the defense. Like, Kareem Hunt can never be Nick Chubb in this shit. Nick Chubb is Nick Chubb, like Derrick Henry. You feel me?
Down your throat.
You know what you give for them to. But Kareem Hunt is supposed to be a specialty back if the Browns' offense is going to be anywhere to where we may think that the Browns can get to the playoffs and win a playoff game. Like, let's be real here. DeAndre Hopkins would be nice. But honestly, I don't know if we need DeAndre Hopkins. I think it turns into the OBJ shit again to where now you put my boy in a position. You put D Watson in a position to where he would start force feeding D Hop. And you forget about Amari Cooper. You forget about Marcus Goodwin. You forget about all these other players that we got that at the end of the day. If you spread the wealth, we will be a better offense.
That's what Baker Mayfield did with OBJ.
He didn't spread the wealth.
He tried, but he was.
Oh, but with that force feed shit, yeah. Like, just pick Pat Mahomes. That's why Pat Mahomes don't really need a number 1 receiver. Don't let D Hop go to the Chiefs. Honestly, for DJ, you know where D Hop need to go? Buffalo.
He'll appreciate that.
That's where he need to go. I think that's the team that he should go to. If I'm DeAndre Hopkins. Good defense, great quarterback, chance to get to the Super Bowl. Go to the Bills. Period. I don't know why us Browns fans are so clamoring for that shit. Like, that's just going to change the dynamic of the team. No. You complain about the coaching. So how the fuck is you going to get... So how the fuck just because we get motherfucking DeAndre Hopkins, it's just gonna save the day. As soon as we get DeAndre Hopkins, y'all gonna be talking about that we wasted this because Kevin Stefanski don't know. Woo woo. They fired Kevin Stefanski, and guess who's gonna want out after that? And guess who's gonna be like, man, I ain't saying no more for Cleveland for this shit. Guess who gonna say that? The motherfucker that everybody clamoring for. Come on, man, chill out. Chill out. Y'all niggas gotta chill out. Like, you niggas gotta chill the fuck out. You niggas gotta chill, bro. Like, DeAndre Hopkins is a great receiver. The Browns do not need DeAndre Hopkins to be successful this year. That's not gonna make the Browns successful just because they get DeAndre Hopkins. Let's leave this alone, bro. Please, let's leave this alone. Timing on there yet?
Yes?
Yeah, timing on there yet, is it?
No, ain't no time on there.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be there in a little minute, probably like next 10 minutes and shit. So shit, you already know what it is. Like I say, y'all Browns fans, chill the fuck out. Yeah. Really, I should, man. Listen, man, this is what I need you to do, Pimp. You need to try to send this video to me in its entirety. We could do with the shit. I'm about to cut this shit up, and I'm about to repost what I just said about this Cleveland shit, this little D-Hop shit. You niggas is tripping. See, I don't got time to be posting all these long ass motherfucking comments on y'all shit. I would never do that. It's not gambling. Feel me? I would address niggas, but I'll never do all that typing and writing. I ain't even write raps when I was rapping, bro. I ain't write, nigga. Dang, man, how many times, you know what I'm saying? We doing whole freestyle sessions, nigga. I ain't wrote nothing. I ain't wrote a bar. He ain't seen me write a bar ever in his life. I don't think this nigga's ever seen me write a bar.
I can say I done been in the room with you, TC, maybe somebody else. Even Don did it a couple times with us. And shit, we put together a whole mix tape.
And I'm just going, nigga. I ain't writing nothing. So I ain't typing nothing, nigga. Fuck you talking about? I'm not doing all that shit. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I have to, let's say, like, back when I was in school, I had to, yeah. But I'm not typing unless I have to, bro. And sometimes I feel like I don't have to. But DeAndre Hopkins will not be able to be with the Browns. Y'all got to chill. Let's be successful first. We got a D-hop away from no Super Bowl, so stop it. Now we in the building. So with that being said,
we in the building. My stomach's
Oh, no.
oh shit,
I don't stunt often.